Okay, we've crossed the top of the gap, going down the other side. We're actually going down Bluff Road. Which obviously hasn't been graded, but it's still a very good track. I think this is also one that I was looking at going on to get up to Lovex Hub. Still having problems with this stupid camera. There you go. Might be a bit more of a square view instead of looking sideways. It's not dusty like the last track. It was just kicking up dust everywhere. This if I look at the map, I think it sort of follows a ridge line, but it's just off to the side of the ridge. Crosses over to Refrigerator Gap. There are some people working down there. Forestry workers. Sort of, you've got the river on the right, which is not the Hawker River. I don't know what river that name is there. And we sort of skirt around the edge of that hill in front of us, which you probably can't see because the sun's shining straight through. Get up to Refrigerator Gap up over the top there. This camera keeps on moving and it's pissing me off. Whilst this camera's being an arse, I don't know whether you can see that ahead of us on the far distance with the shade. The sun's wrong over there. One dirty great big hill. A mountain. It's actually got lots of spots which would be interesting to climb, but I don't know what the rock's like. Just trying to find a name. It is called the Bluff. And there's actually a walk trail goes repeater station. There's a walking trail that goes up over the top of that. Well, anyway, we better keep moving. We can't stop on this track. Certainly this track will be perfectly fine in the wet weather. It's really quite rocky. Oh, fine so far. Still got to get up over that hill in front of us. That's the gap up there. That's Refrigerator Gap. But it's an okay track, and it's certainly it'd be fine if it was bucketing down rain along this track. It's not going to get soft and soggy. plenty of rock in it. That might be the gap just up there ahead. Although we're still almost a kilometre away. You're either going down steep hills or climbing up hills. There's nothing flat around here. Tree fall. So there might be a really good view coming out over the top. This camera's bouncing around all over the place on the windscreen, so I don't know what that's going to be like. Gear to get up this hill. And this should be refrigerator gap. Now, refrigerator gap track. Unfortunately, it's all, we're sort of back off the edge, so can't see much. Now that's refrigerator gap track there, which actually looks less used than the one I'm going down, which is good because this should be going over the, this is called Bluff Road. This should go up to a track junction. Bluff Track is the one that goes out past Lovick's hut. Goes up to Bluff Hut. Yep. Beyond that, there are two trails. One's called the 16-mile Jeep track, which someone said to me the other day, it's a pretty wild track, and I probably wouldn't get up it without a winch. But I'm actually going down it, so might be better. And there's another one called Bluff Road. It continues on. We'll see how it goes. We'll see which way people go too. This one obviously ahead, you can see it's well driven, and the other track out to the right, it hasn't had many cars go down it, so it's better to go where the traffic flows. Two reasons: one, it's been driven, so it's flattened out and all the rest of it, and two is if you do have a problem on the track, being a well-driven track, you're probably more likely to have someone come along on this track than you are going the other way. Still going up. I thought that was the gap. You're supposed to go over a gap and down the other side. And this one, we're still going up. Teasing me with a little flat piece of road before it goes up or down again. Love the trees. It's only a rough track, but it's people are saying, oh, it's really rough. It's in a That's amazing. We go along the edge of that, on the left-hand edge of that bluff. So that'll be pretty specky views out the side. Unfortunately, this no-go camera is playing up, so I don't know whether it's recording or not. It's little lights flashing, but you just don't know. Big hole. Probably don't want to go around holes like that when you're on the side of knife edges and things, but that area's okay. Certainly a well-used track here. There's the walking trail from here. It goes all the way to the top of that hill. That's crazy. Bluff summit, 1.5 kilometres. That can't be right. I think I mean they reckon 1.5 kilometre walk up the top of that hill in front of us is only 1.5 hours. Extremely fit walkers. And Bluff Hut, which is on top of that hill, which you can't drive to. Shut up. Bluff Hut, 5.6 kilometres, and it's 3 hours of walking. So I don't know whether they've got steps up there or something. On Bluff Road, just past the 16-mile Jeep track. It says 4-wheel drive only. I've been told yesterday, someone said it was pretty chewed up. A bit of dust here, so I'm catching up with someone. And I've also went past Bluff Track, which also says 4-wheel drive only. But this track here doesn't say 4-wheel drives only. Someone's been along here recently because there's still the track dust sitting around here. And this one, there's a gate up there saying seasonally closed track, but the 4-wheel drive ones don't have gates on them. So maybe they let the crazy 4-wheel drivers drive up 4-wheel drive tracks and save this track. The car did pass me a little while ago. So this might just be the dust from him. There's no wind at all, so yeah, wind turbines out here would be pretty useless. This might still be the dust, it's just lingering around from when he came up the track. This will go down to a small creek crossing, hopefully not deep, and I'll cross that and get up to Bindaree Falls. And then from Bindaree Falls I'll go along the circuit track, monument track, and then up to Craig's Hut. Then back across the top of Mount Sterling, down into Mount Buller. Go and pay $8 to go and use a washing machine. Stock up on food because I'm going to be well truly away from the towns over the next few days. Send messages when I'm in town, all that sort of stuff. Although surprisingly, I've got 3 bars of 5G coverage, and I'm on the Bluff Road in the middle of nowhere. The other concern I've got, if it rains heavily overnight, a lot of these trees might not be able to handle it, with trees across the track. see that ahead of me? That's the Bluff, and that walk trail goes to the top of that and over the back. We don't drive that. We can't get up the top there. It's all by foot. What have we got? Probably in distance wise about 500 metres to the crossing in a straight line, but it zigzags all the way down the hill. So it's probably another kilometre at least. Track's okay, a little bit bumpy, but it's not bad. Got a car in front of me and a car behind me, so you can see the dust on the windscreen. That's from the car in front, and the car behind me is getting twice as much dust. Another little switchback. Feels a little bit chewed up. There's the dust from the car in front, you can see down the road. Okay, anyway, wait till it should be coming up to a river crossing just down here. Not sure which way to go. And so that's just a camping area. Just enough to get your tyres wet. A bit bumpy though. All the river crossings are like that, I'll be happy. But I'm quite sure that after 3 days of rain, I don't think it's going to be that same. Now, go to the right here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Discovery is 70. I think this BT50 is probably the same.
So many people and so many channels out there at the moment. Everyone's chatting away.